Do you see what I mean? Who's done skydiving? That first time. Who's done skydiving more than once? Lots of times. All right. Yes? You, sir, on the aisle? Up there? Was the last time you did it as exciting as the first time? Really? Okay, did you try without the parachute the last time? It's rare. I mean, whatever the peak experiences are, jumping out of airplanes, having threesomes with supermodels, I don't know, whatever it is for you, the second time and the third and the 10th and the 75th time is not going to be the same as the first time. Because you've had your scales calibrated. I mean, if you look at Madonna's career, she started out pretty middle of the road, songs. And then she had to graduate to more and more provocative stuff. And then she's voguing all over the place. And then she had nowhere to take it. And she had to give up and go back to the middle and become irrelevant. At some point, you just can't keep topping your peak experiences. You see what I mean? And the brain, remember, doesn't remember things. The emotional part of the brain, which very much impacts whether you form memories, is looking for interesting stuff. If you see a PowerPoint that has a bunch of bulleted points of text to read, and I'm sorry if I'm, kind of hurting any of the speakers that are going to go after this. That's why I use visuals, because death by PowerPoint is something we've all seen. Am I right? It's a slide with a bunch of text with bullet points on it. Been there, done that. I mean, no matter how high quality the content is, we can't get past the fact that it's not novel anymore. We've seen that style of presentation a lot. So things that don't have emotional saliency don't get remembered. Okay, so is it novel? Has a lot to do. Is it interesting? Is it novel? Has a lot to do with the emotional component. And if it's not novel, we flush it. We ignore it. Been there, done that, seen it. But if it's not dangerous and it is novel, we better send it up to Mr. Spock to see what this is all about and expend some conscious brain energy to think about it. That's only 5% of the time. How many of you here drove here in a car today? Okay, how many of you were thinking about what you're going to be doing when you get back home tonight at the same time as driving that car? Yes. Okay, now let me just remind you, this is a 1,500 kilogram missile that is capable of taking out other cars and nearby pedestrians. And you're thinking about what you're having for dinner tonight. Right? Happens all the time. Sorry, I didn't catch that. So, moving right along.